Keep on going.
I want it.
Go. Ricky, you have to go. I can press. It's not a stop. It's very simple.
Saying back, bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark moon.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking and tuning in to a new video of mine. This video is probably one of my longest videos I've ever done, but I really feel that this is such important information that I need to put on my channel and share to as many people as I can, especially those in Gambia. And this information is related to fire safety. I really feel it's important to share because there's a lot of people here who are uneducated about fire safety, the correct equipment to use to put out fire, and etc. So please make sure that you share this video, guys. Let's get this information out there. Share with those who might not have access to certain training and information like this when it comes to fire safety. So yeah, I learned a lot, guys, and I'm sure you will as well. So definitely be sure to watch as much as you can in this video. I know it's a long one, but bear with me, guys. It's really important information that could really save your life in the end. Please check the description for timestamps because, of course, as this is a very long video, I made sure to put as many timestamps as I can for the most vital information that should be seen. Without further ado, please enjoy this video of fire safety and prevention in the Gambia. Pen and paper. Say hi, Nefatu.
Hey.
Look at this bird. He's coming for the king.
Can we start?
Yes.
We are very happy to meet you. This is a training that's supposed to be a continuous process. You have the opportunity to ask questions, anything that you don't understand, concern about the safety, and even not here, at your home. This will help you a lot in terms of emergencies.
Good morning to you all. I am at the Fire Brigade Training School at Bakau, as you may all know. And today here we are to conduct this training on fire safety, which is very important. So it is very important to get this information here, not only at your working place, but even at home. This is going to be the scope of the presentation, that is the structure of the presentation, what we need to do. First, introduction of the subject matters. What is fire? Common causes of fire in workplace and even at home. Fire prevention measures, daily routine at workplace, classification of fire, principle of fire extinguishment, eliminated fire exit signs, fire alarm evacuation and fire warning, fire extinguishers or first aid fire appliance. Then we will have the practical. They are very short slides, all right? Now, as I said, I will not be standing here for a long, keep on saying, talking, so we need to have some interactive. Now here it comes. What are the general perceptions the public have about the fire service? Are they just a perception or reality? Now I'm asking this question. What are the general public have about fire service? The perception that the general public have about fire service. Any perception you think about, you, I, and whosoever are talking about fire service, whether good or bad. And those perceptions or those ideas that they are talking about, is it something real or not real? Your own thinking about. What do you think about it? Yes.
Well, since I moved here, one thing I always heard was that the fire service, people always take a long time to come, to arrive.
You see?
So I don't know if that's true, and I never had an experience. God forbid I have an experience where I have to have that. So I just want to know, in case that does happen, is that something that really happens? Do they really take a long time to arrive?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any other question? Any other? Yes. That's a very good. I'll come to that.
Most of the time, we have this belief also, you go with the empty tank.
You see? Today you clarify all these things. I'm very happy about this. First, not for you, you can, let's just give the participants. It's only for you, for the participants. The first guy or the lady says, the fire service are I don't know whether it's something true or not, that's what he said. They are called upon and they come late, they don't come on time, they come very late or whatever. The other guy says, we call fire service, they come with empty tank. So, and so on and so forth. You name so many things. You can say so many things about fire service. Yes?
Like sometimes when there is like serious accident, when you call the fire force, before they come, maybe they will come, but before they start anything, they will start I don't know, they start to train first, yes, before they start doing that work.
Okay. Okay. You see, he said when you call the fire service, when they come before they start, I don't know, doing training or whatever. Okay, good. First, I will try to talk about the first question. As he said, when you call fire service, sometimes they come late or they don't come on time. Very good. My sister, first of all, the general public know the Gambia Fire and Rescue Service numbers. Any station number or any emergency number, the Gambia Fire, the general public know, or before the general public, I can say, here we are now. Can someone tell the fire service number, any station, a station nearby you, or even any general number that you know for fire service, in case emergency happens? Can someone tell me? Either the 3 digits, there are 3 digits for the fire service, and there is a particular station number for an emergency number. Who can tell me before I go further?
Let's see, 118.
118?
118.
Okay. Any other?
That's the only one I know.
That's the only one you know. Is that correct? Are you all sure of that? And look at where the station that is nearest to you.
Code.
The Sunset Code. And none of you can tell me the station number of code, the 7 digits. And you have put how many numbers in your head? Even you sleeping, you are asked what is your husband's number, your wife's number, your ex number, whosoever. You can able to say, but you are not, you don't want to know the emergency number of fire service, the station number. So you see, and now emergency arrives, you start knocking doors, asking, calling others. When shall that time give you to reach to us until we reach to that station or we reach to emergency? Now coming to here, some of you are telling me 118, 112, but you people are not sure. And you be in your phone, you go in your phone, you can able to see the fire emergency numbers. You have the police, you have the fire service, you have the ambulance. They are there in your phone, free of charge. It's for fire service. 112, I think it is for ambulance. 117 is for police. Yeah?
No, 116 is
for police. Okay, 116 for police, 117 for ambulance. Good, thank you for that rectification. 116 for police, 117 for ambulance, 118 for fire service. So none of this. As from today, take note of this. So you call 118 for fire service. In this 118 also, we have problems. I'm still coming to your question. You call us 118, the number, before you get us, there is a voice message that will talk to you first before you are connected to the nearest station. So sometimes we do have this problem. When people call, they get that voice message or voice prompt. They start to say, I call fire service. They say, let me hold on. And that's what the message will tell you. You call the 118, it will tell you that your number is recorded. You are connected to the Gambia Fire and Rescue Service. Your number is recorded. Please hold on. So if somebody like me, a Sarahule man or whosoever, a Fuller man, get that noise and say, please hold on. I call fire service, they say, let me hold on. What am I holding on? Of course, he will tell you to hold on so that you can be connected to the nearest station. But it's better now to get the direct station number. The 7 digits, you call that number, you got it. That's the simplest way. So now, you call us to come. Now, our challenges, what are they? Road,
No address.
Obstruction. Come in, you see our alarms, hearing our alarms, we were, they don't give us, where to go. That is obstruction from the drivers, they don't want to give us way. That is one. You know, when shall we reach to that, that emergency? So it's difficult for us. So this is why we said, call us on time, or if you know, as for today, you have the knowledge and the skill, whilst fire happens, you start doing your efforts before we arrive. Yes.
I will say that I do think it is, I can understand why some may come late due to the lack of addresses in
Yes.
Gambia. You will have to like describe where you're at, you know, go to this junction, turn
Yes.
here. By the time you're there, it's like very late. So I can understand that part.
Very good. People don't give us the right address too.
Yeah.
Okay, for example, you tell us here, fire happened at Kotu. Kotu where? Kotu where? Kotu is very big. But tell us Kotu, which area at Kotu, so that we can come. But if you tell us Kotu, yes, we'll come to Kotu, but we'll be going around looking for the fire where it is, by looking at the smoke or looking at the people where they can be making sign of saying fire, fire, fire. Yeah, that's also part of it. That's very true. So, therefore, safety is very important. Also, when we come to the emergency, our safety first. Number one priority is our safety. If we are not safe, we cannot do anything on that. We will not attempt on any emergency unless and until we are safe. So don't attempt any emergency unless you are safe. If you are not safe, don't attempt. So safety is number one. The second question was, we come to a scene of fire with empty tank. You see, this question is normally being asked. Anywhere I go for this training, attend this training, they normally ask this question. Yes, firemen, they call them on scene of fire, they go without no water. And I cannot believe this. And this even is not something that one can understand. And does that make sense?
Okay, I just wanted to cut this off and say this because if you're an OG subscriber, you will remember about 2 years ago, I posted this video at a restaurant here in Gambia where it caught on fire and they called the fire team and everything. And I wanted to bring this up in the presentation, but I didn't want to cut him off because I didn't actually fully remember if it actually happened or not. But they ended up running out of water. So I don't know how that happened, but we were all confused. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up to him because he said to us, if you know anyone, any team that has ran out of water or anything like that, that we should let him know. But I can't remember which, where they came from or any of their details to let him know. But and plus it was 2 years ago, so I'm sure things has changed now. But yeah, that statement that my colleague said that some of them show up with empty tanks, I somewhat agree with that because it wasn't necessarily an empty tank, but it did run out kind of quickly and people had to end up using buckets from the river, which was just a crazy situation. So if you didn't see that video, definitely go and check it out. It was a crazy day, guys. And honestly, after this training, I realized a lot of things that I didn't even know. Why the fire wasn't going down is because we were just using water. And actually, you need some sort of chemical other than water to just put the fire down, because it's not going to just go down with just water. Like, we could have been using sand or something. Like, a lot of stuff made sense after this training. So keep on watching, guys, to the end so that you guys can learn some more things about fire safety as well.
They are the one paying us. Our taxpayers are the one paying us. So we drove our vehicle. We were to come and help. I don't know whether it's my house, whether it's my uncle's house, my father's house that is burning. I just come with no water. Does that make sense? I don't think so. And as from today, whosoever or anywhere you see these people, our firemen, come to a scene of fire with no water, try to get the number of the vehicle and try to recognize one of the person in that vehicle. You report that matter, you see what would happen. We are not tolerating that, and we will not take that.
I just want to ask, you say about the tank is how many liters?
1,000 liters.
1,000.
1,000 liters. 1,000 liters.
Can I help?
Yes.
Concern about sometimes people claiming that we come with empty tank. It depends, as according to what he said. Sometimes you have a mechanical failure, and also it depends on the type of fire you are attending. the gravity of the fire, how big the fire is, it is the type of hose we're going to use now. We have a hose which you can use within 2 minutes. 2 minutes, it exhausts the water. Because it's the only type of hose that you're supposed to use for that fire. Okay, now before, we were having vehicles, the capacity is 1,000 liters before. But now the ones we have, the one at court right now, it is 1,800 liters. And then the one at Bakau right now, presently, that's 8,000 liters. It is biggest. And in fact, that one, it has been modified. It is a water carrier. But now we find out that sometimes we end up, because in Europe, every 10 meters or 15 meters, you have a hydrant there. At the Johnson, where you can connect direct the fire engine to the hydrant and then you start fighting the fire. So now you can be there almost 2 to 3 hours, no problem. But here, even in this hotel, I don't think there is a hydrant here. Okay, by right, around this area there should be a hydrant, because I understand that Badala Park they have a hydrant. For a long time you cannot hear that people are saying fire service, they came here with empty tank. That was before, but now you will never hear that. Okay.
So that I already know the exactly month and the date.
Yes.
But this one is I'm the principal witness of that case.
Yes.
At Sukuta.
Yes.
2 cars came. The first one came with the water. Within a few minutes, the water has gone.
Yes.
The second one came. They said we are looking for, we have to get the water.
Hydrant,
Then they went to the other place, there's no water. They went to the other place, they have no water. Until and unless they have to go to the Sukuta main tank.
Yes.
So for that one, it's myself now who is the principal witness of that case. No, it was empty tank. Around 2006, before AU submit.
That's right.
Yeah.
I also tell you this, as from today, if you come across with that again, anywhere, firemen, I'm not saying they came, they have water, get finished, they're going to get water again, no problem, but they come straight from the scene of fire and no water, take note of that vehicle number and try to identify one of them, we'll get rid of him or her. Okay, the third one is, what do you think are the most common causes of fire in your premises here? Most common causes of fire in your premises, yes?
Cooking with like the gas. Some people may leave the gas on and then light it.
Thank you very much. Cooking with the gas, you put it on without putting on and it goes, okay? We'll come to that. Another thing?
Proper electricity wiring.
Good.
Yeah, that's true.
Good. Lack of proper electricity wiring. Very good. We'll go. Everything is inside. We'll see. Yes, lady? Any other? Even at your home, something that can cause fire. Common causes of fire. Candle? Good. We are the very one who says so. I will come to details and it will explain itself. Good. So these are the emergency numbers of all the stations, and the hotel itself need to have this thing and place them somewhere else so that any emergency happen, they can trace this number and beware. Alright? These are the we have 12 stations in the Gambia across the length and breadth of the country. So also we have sea rescue. We have people at the seaside who help the fishermen when they go for fishing. If they need help, they can call the sea rescue stations. We have Bakau Sea Rescue Station, Bara Sea Rescue Station. Those who are traveling Bara to Banjul Ferry, you will see them right hand side or left hand side. You know, if somebody is thrown at the sea, you call them, they can assist you. Now we come to the point now. You know, before you fight fire or before you do something, you must know what you are doing. Emergency happen, you have to know what you should do before you act on. So this is fire, and we all know fire is very serious and very dangerous. What is fire? It says here, fire is one of the worst things that could happen to anyone. The heat and smoke can cause serious damages, and gives injuries, one's death, health, and properties, sometimes even leading to death. Fire is a combustion reaction in which fuel is converted into combustion products, smoke, fume, gases in the presence of oxygen with the production of heat. Here what he's saying is, what is fire? Fire is a chemical reaction of 3 substances. And what are those 3 substances? It is heat, oxygen and fuel, meaning these three things must be combined together in equal proportion then fire to exist. Okay, this is how fire exists. Now, it will go into a triangular form now. Those three things that I have mentioned will now lead to a triangular form. The reason why it is going to be in a triangular form is we all know that triangular has three sides equal. Here when we talk of fuel, we are not saying the fuel at the petrol stations, like petrol, gas, oil, and so on. We are not talking of that. Fuel here is anything that can burn, either in a solid form, a liquid form, or a gaseous form. We call it as fuel. Anything, you, I, me, you, anything you see here in this area here is fuel. Causes of fire, and we have said some here. Somebody have said warning out of wiring or improper wiring. Somebody says gases, leakage, something else. Now let's try to look at this. Faulty equipment and cooking appliances. Faulty equipment. That is faulty materials like cables, like these refrigerators. You know that they are faulty. You say, let me manage. You know, we the Gambian, we want manage. Let's try. Manage. You see that manage is causing a lot of problem. Or your adapter has a wiring tape, it has worn out. You take a slow tape and try to plaster, make it plaster, and say, let me just. No, it's not accepted. Anywhere that is worn out, take it out and replace another one. Any adapter that has spark, take it out and replace another one. But to say, let me manage, you take a slow tape and plaster it, no, it's not accepted. Please, let's avoid that, and we are doing it. We are doing it in our workplace, we are doing it in our home. You know, all those things can cause fire. At the end, who are you to blame? Instead of blaming NAVEC or instead of blaming the wireman or the electrician, because it's you yourself, the wire worn out, instead of replacing it by another one, you try to take a slow tape and slow tape it. Electrical source sparks, yes, your adapters. You overload them, they get spark. You see what the head can carry when the eye see, of course you will know. But you take an adapter, you want to plug every appliances in it will burst. Okay? But you want to plug your mobile in the adapter, you want to plug your laptop in the adapter, you want to plug your fan in the adapter, you want to plug your AC in the adapter, it will, my friend, it will burst, it will spark. And we are doing that in our office, in our workplace. So give the devil its due. What it can carry, give it to it. Blow lamps. Of course, our lamps, the lamp that we're supposed to buy, although, yes, in the market, it's a free market. You have Chinese made, Dubai made, British type, you name them. But when we are buying, let's buy the quality. Let's go for the quality. Yes. Something costing $1,000 and the other one costing $1,500 and is the best and the quality. Why can't you go for it? That will save you and save everybody. But you say, let me go for the cheap. The cheap that will cost you more at the end. So going to the market, let's look for the British type as the standard one, the best one, when we are wiring our houses. How can you build your house? How many millions or how many thousands of dollars is coming to wiring? You don't go for the proper or for the good wiring. Hiring somebody to electrify your house, you don't go for the qualified somebody. Yes, Pate has gone through GTTI, he have done both the theoretical aspect and the practical. Somebody just in the next door here, go for one day, apprentice somewhere else, he's an electrician, you say he's good. Yes, Pate charge you $5,000 to electrify your house because he have gone through the school of theory and practical. They never go through the apprentice for 1 month. They never charge you $1,500. You say, let me go for them. Wiring is wiring. Wiring is wiring. Yes, wiring is wiring. But Pate knows what wiring should go into your house because you have 1.5 and 2.5. 1.5 wiring goes through the lamp, 2.5 wiring go through the adapters. So now you come, call them up, there is a cheap somebody and is your friend, you give him 1,500, you just come and mix everything. So now 1 day, 2 days, you serve your electricity, something goes wrong, you say no. Sometimes we blame everybody ourselves, it's ourselves. So let's take note. Cigarette smokers, they also cause problem. In any company or any institution you are, there is a smoking zone. I think so, and I believe so. But people neglect all those things. Smoking, no problem. I can smoke anywhere I am. But there is a specific smoking zone at your area. Go there and enjoy yourself nice, then you come back. But you cannot be smoking anywhere or anyhow you are. So let's try to take note of those things. We the smokers, let's know our area of smoking, we go and smoke there.
You see, some of the fires, how it occurs is very funny. You will lock your house and go out, in the next minute you are called there is fire in your house. How does it happen? Sometimes the bulbs we buy at the shop, this is never on and off, on and off. When there is a high voltage that the bulb cannot resist, will eventually blow. If it blow on a seat or on a bed seat, it starts fire. While there is nobody in the house, this is how it sometimes causes fire in the house. That's why they said the blow lamp. It causes fire. Some of the fires are caused, but you personally don't know how it happens. Because your house is low. Everything is off. Except the bulb is on. Maybe when you are going to buy a bulb, please go and find the best one. This Chinese bulb, $25, $10, if you put it in your house, maybe it might serve you. It may not happen. This is an accident. But understand that it can happen anytime. So that's why they have strain on this blow lamp.
I just want to take you back to the F-wares,
Yes.
the sockets. Like
Yes.
you rightly mentioned, maybe the British style will cost like $1,000, and the other one costs like $200, $300, or $500.
Yes.
Now, what is your take now? If somebody buys the one costing for $1,000 or $1,500, and it has like almost 5 sockets, you can put all those ones there. What is your advice? Like, you put your fridge, you put your laptop, you put your this thing. What is your take about the one?
It's not good. It's not accepted.
Well, it has like almost 5 different holes.
I know what they are saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 5 holes, something like that. You have hole, 5 hole there.
Yes, standard.
Can I help you there?
Yes.
Concern about the extensions he's talking of. Yes, some of them are very cheap. The extensions are very flexible. Even by touching them, you will know. It depends also. Each extension has a rating. It depends the type of equipment you use on it. An equipment that is 240 watts, and then an equipment just like, let's say, a mobile charger, you cannot compare them because the resistances are different. A mobile charger, you can plug 10 mobile chargers on an extension, it will not affect it. You can put a fan, electrical fan, which is 240. You can put it on an extension that's British type, and then you use also a radio, which is 220. You can fix it there, no problem. But now, an electrical iron or a kettle, which is 240 watts, you put it there again, just on one extension. And the cable of that extension, the resistance of that extension is 240 watts. Now, only the kettle is 240.
Yes.
Now, the remaining ones, if we calculate together, will be higher than the resistance. That's why sometimes it normally blow. But when it's a busy side, it does not quickly blow, it melts. You see it melting. It's because of the heat that goes to the extension. The holes there, you can, but depends on the equipment you have. If your equipment, the voltage is a higher voltage, you cannot join them together on one extension. Maybe a British extension, one kettle, you can use it on a British extension without plugging any other item there. But once there are items, if you plug it there, you are overloading it. So it can eventually cause fire. This is what he's saying. I don't know whether you understand this one.
And a kettle normally used to take almost 2,000 watts, not 240.
2,000 watts. Yeah.
2,000 watts.
Yeah.
Even an iron is 2,000 watts. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, and an extension, the watt of the extension, go and check it and see what is there.
Yeah.
What is there? It's plainly written there.
And the extension will have a head with fuse that is 13 amp.
Good.
Yes, but that 13 amp, when the more voltage that you are using the iron and the kettle, the cable gets hot.
Very good.
And that is where the spark comes from.
Come from. Yeah.
Okay. So let us be very careful on such appliances or equipment when we are using them in our office or in our home. We have to be very careful. Misuse of equipment or appliances, poor handling and storage of fuel supplies. That is for the drivers and people responsible of fuel in their stores. I don't know whether you have it here in the hotel or not. You have driving side where they store their fuel. So we have to be very careful when we are dealing with those people also. Careless handling of fire or hot surface, placing article too close to heat, started deliberate action, public demonstration or revolution. All these things can cause fire. Those ones. So now, hints on firefighting and fire prevention. How can we prevent those things? Now let's take notes of this. V says matches have head but no brains. When you use their head, use your brain too. Very, very important. We use match to light fire, right? So matches, they have head but they don't have brain. They have no brain. They have head but no brain. So when we use their head, we have to use our brain to tackle a blast before it starts. My friend, so then let's prevent ourselves before we cure ourselves. What's born never return. Yes, the material that's born will never return unless and until you replace it. If this table born now, this table will not come back unless and until you replace another table. Fire is a good servant but a bad master. I've said it in the beginning. When you control it, it's a good servant. But when it is out of control, it's a bad servant. Cleanliness is part of fire prevention. Of course, let's try to clean our areas. The office that we are, the area that we are is very, very important. And when we clean, let's try to manage our waste. But here, in Africa, I can say generally, we mix everything together. Our waste, we mix them. You see, we mix bottles, papers, everything in one dustbin. But in certain countries, you've been to, they separate things, their waste products, they separate them. Papers in one side or in one dustbin, bottles in one dustbin, so on and so forth in one dustbin, which is very important. That means you are managing your waste products. But we mix everything. So cleanliness is very important. Let's try to clean our environment. Fire prevention is better than fire extinguish. To prevent fire is better than to extinguish fire. Okay? The best way to extinguish a fire is not to have it. Not to have it at all. The best way to extinguish fire, not to have it. If you don't have fire, my friend, you cannot extinguish fire. So install firefighting equipment and ensure proper maintenance. Yes, these equipment are installed in your areas, so make sure proper maintenance is taken also. Yes, proper maintenance. Time to time, you maintenance them. Time to time, you check them. They are your weapon. All right? Learn correct method to operate fire equipment. These materials also, you need to know them and know how to operate them. All right? All fire starts small. There is nothing that will start big, especially fire. Fire never starts big. It will start small, grow until it becomes big. But just start big like that, never. So once it starts small, that is the time you can able to tackle that fire. But if it goes so big, you cannot able to tackle it anymore unless and until you call the fireman. All right? Then do not hesitate to notify the nearest fire station immediately. Okay? Give correct address and location of fire. That also is very important to us. Always give way to fire appliances. Do not obstruct fire personnel during good. Now we come to classes of fire. After knowing what is fire, now you know the type of fire. Here, when we say type of fire here, we are not talking of fire is red, yellow, green, color, no. Type of fire here or classification of fire here is talking about what is burning. What is burning will categorize or will tell you the type of fire that is burning. For example, a petrol fire and a plastic fire or a wheel tire fire is different from a paper fire. Yes.
Now, if you are called like by 118
Yes.
fire service,
Yes.
do you normally ask the caller that no, or do you normally ask that no, these are the type of the fire no you guys are facing?
Good. You know, if somebody call our number 118,
There's a fire.
that's a fire. Yes. Somebody is responsible at the station for that telephone, and that telephone, believe me, let me tell you as from today, that telephone will not ring twice. One is rang two, that's the last chance of the person who is there. Yes, 1, 2, that's the last chance of it. Okay? So once, any time that telephone rang, it has to pick up. When he has to pick up, he will see the time, he has a clock in her front or his front, he will get the notes, the time you call, ask the person your name. He will first ask you, this is the Gambia Fire Rescue Service, go to station, can I help you? Yes, you say there is fire. Your name please, you say I'm Party Jiba. Okay? Where is the fire? You say go to. Where go to? You say go to, I don't know the street of Kotu. Go to where? Sahakula or Manjai. Now what type of fire? Even that you will not need to ask. Go to Manjai Sahakula. Okay, they are coming. They are coming. This is what we need from you. Your name, the time, where the address is. That's all. Now, when we reach to the fire now, for him, that is his responsibility, the guy you call there. Now, the officer in charge who have came with the vehicle is the responsibility of the officer in charge now to ask the owner of the compound, what is going on? Any life? Force any life? You will ask the owner, any life? No, there is no life. Fine. Any electricity? If there is electricity, we will never attempt that fire. We will stand because we said our safety first. Number one is your safety. And you cannot fight fire with electricity. So if there is electricity, we will tell you go and put off your meter. Or tell us where your meter is. You go and put off the electricity. If we cannot get access of the meter, we will call NAVEC. All our stations, they are having NAVEC numbers. So we'll call NAVEC and say, off that area. They'll put off that area. That's the time now we will come to put off the fire. But we will never attempt a fire if there is electricity.
Sometimes when you call, we have a watch room. We normally have our telephone there. And sometimes when you call, like you, if you call, I ask you your name. You say, no, don't ask me my name. Yes. This is fire. Yeah. Come, we just need you. No, we have to ask you professionally. Yes. Yeah. What is your name? Sorry, we know this is fire. So we have to take your name and jot it down and give out the address, go to or whatever is the address, so that we can book it. Yes. But don't call, you say, there is a fire. And who is you? You have to explain yourself. I am the one calling. Yes. My name is Lamin. I am calling at Kotu. Yes. So we have fire at this area. Can you please help? That's it. That's the two options we have in the watch room. Yes. Now coming to this fire now. And when you call fire, there is a bell. Yes. They will ring the bell 3 times. Automatically, wherever you are, you will know something is on the ground. That's the importance of the bell. Yeah. There is a bell there. Definitely. You understand now?
Left to fire service for firemen alone, we'll be just sitting in our station traffic with no work, no fire. But people meet us in our station traffic or we are doing and they say, look at them. They don't have work to do. Yes, we don't have work and we don't want to work because our work is very dangerous. So we are praying not fire not to happen. But you are saying we don't have work and our work is to go and put fire. So these are the classes of fire. Class A fires, these are materials, simple materials. When they catches fire, example, wood, paper, plastic, you name them, they are categorized on class A. So when they are burning, there is a materials that you will take to put it off. As I mentioned before that, not all fires you can use water to put off. No. Some fires, you put water there, you will be affected. That's why they are seeing the firemen going with their vehicle, thinking that, every fire they are called, they put water. Our that tank, there are some chemicals that we normally put there to put off other fires. Okay? So class C fires are fires that involve petrol, diesel, kerosene, you name them. When those materials are burning, they are on class B. Class C are gases, butane, propane, or this gas bottle when they catch fire, you know, there are ways to put them off. We'll tell you, I'll tell you. Class D fires are fires that involve metal. We all know metal get burned when they reach to their ignition point. Example, magnesium, aluminium, potassium, you name them. Class F fires are fires that involve cooking oil, example, butter, olive oil, and you name them. So now, gas bottle, and somebody has said it, we are dealing with gases, especially in the hotel. Now, if you happen to come to your office, you found out that there is a leakage of gas, what will you do? First, how would you attempt that gas? Or you come to your kitchen, you get the smell of the gas. What is your first response of doing?
Turn off the gas?
Yes?
Turn off the gas?
Turn off the gas?
Yes.
You just go straight to the gas and turn it off?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. Any other? It's fine. You turn off the electrical leaking, right? You turn off the, there is an electrical brake that will automatically go itself off, right? Okay, yes. Any other? Very good. I've been looking for that also. That's an additional contribution. That's what I was looking for. Ventilation. Yes, any other? You were. No, it's two things. I agree.
Ventilation.
You are going for the other one. Two things. This one, gas is not burning, but it's only leaking. You come to the kitchen or you come to your house and get the smell of the gas. It's not burning, but only smell. What is your first response, or what are you doing? The second one is you now where happen to cook in the kitchen with the gas. Now flames come out, gases come out with the flame catches fire. That is the second one that you need to do. Very good. But this one now, you just come and see that the house or the kitchen is full of gas air within. It's smelling. What are you doing?
Open the door.
Good. First of all, try to get ventilation. Open all doors and windows. Let the air goes out. Okay? The air of the gas, let it go out. Second, don't make any spark.
Yeah.
Don't make any spark, any light spark, don't make it. Even your light, this socket or this switch, don't make it either on or off. Because if you make it on or off, you are still creating light. So after don't make any light, go for the gas now and find out whether the gas is not properly closed or whether the gas is leaking somewhere else. If it is not properly closed, try and go and close it and then allow the gas to go out for a period of time, then you continue what you want to do. But if you happen to see that still the gas is leaking somewhere else, if you can take it out, you are brave enough to take it out, and there is nothing that will happen to you because it's only leaking. Take the gas out and place it outside open and leave it to exhaust itself until it finishes. Okay? That is the procedure. Any other question? Gas is very dangerous and very serious. Let us be very, very careful on it. So now, these are the principles of fire extinguishment. That is the rules and the regulation that govern you to take to put off fire. Three things exist fire to occur. You use three things also. You put it on fire, fire will go off. First, at the beginning we said three things exist fire occur. That is heat, oxygen, and fuel. You use three things also, you can eliminate those fires, those things. That is what? Cooling, starvation, and smothering. The first principle is what? Cooling. In the triangle of fire, what are you to cool? Cooling means you apply water. When you apply water onto fire, it will cool down the heat and fire will die. Second principle is smothering. You remove what? Oxygen from fire, it will die. You remove oxygen from human being, it will die. How would you remove oxygen from fire? Is by smothering, and by that smothering is you cover the fire by what? As the procedure that you have said in the gas leakage. That means you are smothering the fire. Or you close all doors and windows, you don't allow oxygen to come in. The second or the last one is starvation. How would you starve the fire? You remove the fire from what it is eating. The fire started here. Now you know that the next minute will come and eat the table, this table. Now remove that table now and see. When the fire cover and eat all this table now, it will go off. Now starve yourself. Deprive yourself from eating, not eating and not drinking for a period of time, you see. You will also die. That is called starvation from the word starve. You starve the fire, it will die. Fire alarms. And I think we have this here, if I am sure. Good. So when this alarm is happening, we all have to go out. Not that the alarm is sounding, so nothing happened in my office, so I'll just sit in my office like that. It's maybe our office, so let me just leave him. I don't know. No, the alarm is for everybody. It makes sound for everybody. So whether in your office or not in your office, go out for your safety and find out where the alarm is and why the alarm is doing so and what is happening. Fire detection, we have them also like this. They detect smoke when there is fire. As I said, fire starts small, then go big, and before fire starts, smoke must come out. So once this smoke comes out, these detectors will detect it, and then automatically sound come out. So I don't know whether you have them or not. If you have them, also try to maintenance them and see them time to time whether they are functioning or not functioning. Okay? Exit signs also that I was saying, very important, because some people are not lettered, but once they see this sign, they will be able to know which direction should I take to go and find my way. Evacuation procedures is when dangers occur, you move from a danger place and go to a safer place is called evacuation. What are the procedures of evacuation? We said when evacuation happens or when emergency happens, there are steps that you need to do. Don't run, don't wound yourself, don't have injury by yourself. Take easy, do things in the right way and go and find a way. Help others also. You know, you have people whom you know they are disabled people. Help those people. They are also part of us. But don't say that, those people are just disabled. Help those people also. They are part of us. And they come to us. Okay? They are visitors to us. We should help them. Alright? Even these pets you are seeing, these animals, let us not forget them. You see, there are some people, believe me, they like their pets more than even human beings. They like their pets, and what their pets are eating, in fact, a human being is very rare to eat those things, those food, in fact. They take their pets to hospital, very expensive hospital, much more a human being who is not able to reach those hospitals. So let us not forget those pets also. They are animals, but they have life, yes, because when the place is safe and very nice, they take care of us. So why, if things go another way around, we want to go and save ourselves and forget it? No. So if it is good, let us be with them. If it is bad also, let's try to go with them also. PPE also, personal protective equipment, is very important. As I know, some of you are working with hazardous things, risky things. Where you should put gloves, you should have to put gloves. Where you should put eye protection, put eye protection. Where you should put your shoe protection, put your shoe protection. It's very important. If it is given to you, take it. You know, it's very important. Eye for the safety, head, helmet, you know, breathing, respiratory, for your, mask. If you are given a mask, where are you supposed to be? Put your mask and be there as for your safety and safety of the others. Okay? All these things are personal protective equipment. These signs also are very important. The pipes, I don't know whether we have them here. Hoses pipe is very important in case emergency happens. They are like this. Some of the hotels, they have them. You see that they are just a pipe. When fire happens, they will just, as we are having our pipes, the same thing applies is going to be attached somewhere else within the hotel or around the hotel, so that when fire happens, some of you will just grab it and then pull, then you pour water on top of that fire, it goes off. As simple as that. Before you call the fire service to come, as you said, they come late or they come without no fire, no water. What is fire extinguisher? Do you have any idea about fire extinguisher? Anybody?
Helps put the fire out.
Sorry?
It helps put the fire out.
Is?
To help put the fire down.
Okay, it helps the fire down. It is used to put out fire. I really accept that. Agree? Okay. Fire extinguisher is a portable device that we use to put out fire or to control fire when fire is just small or when fire is just at its primary stage.
Yeah.
As I said before, that there is no fire that started big. Fire always started small. So when it started small, that is the time you can use a fire extinguisher. This is why we said fire extinguisher is used to put out fire when fire is just small. But if fire is big, grow big, we said don't use a fire extinguisher. If you do so, you are wasting your resources and you are risking your life. So use a fire extinguisher when fire is just small. If it is big, don't use a fire extinguisher. Who are you to call? Call the fire service. They have the big one, or they are the expert to come and put off that fire. It's just a help, a first help. Like just somebody playing at the football match, you have an injury. The first aider or the Red Cross will just come and make first help of you. Then from there, when things go, it will refer you to the nurse or to the doctor or to the hospital. Mm-hmm. The same thing applies to this. Now, you will use it as the first starter. When it starts, you can use it. But when it goes big, now you no more use it again. Call us. So this is the definition. Move. We will not waste our time on that. Now, these fire extinguishers, there are different types of fire extinguishers. We have 4 different types of fire extinguishers, up to 5. We have 4, but it comes now 5. And the reason why 5, I'll tell you. Sometimes you see 4, sometimes you see 5. Okay? Now, the 5 different types of fire extinguisher is water type fire extinguisher, dry type fire extinguisher, foam type fire extinguisher, carbon dioxide fire extinguisher, and wet chemical fire extinguisher. These are the 5 types of fire extinguishers. Okay? Now, these fire extinguishers I mentioned, they are in different kilos and liters. These are the type of fire extinguishers. Now, as I said, how are you identifying them? How can you identify them? As a layman or as an educated somebody, as a lettered somebody? Whether it's water, whether it's dry powder, whether it's carbon dioxide, whether it's foam, whether it's wet, you must identify them. They are here. Water, dry powder, foam, carbon dioxide, CO2, and wet chemical. That's it. So what I was explaining is this. Now, this is water type fire extinguisher. What can water type fire extinguisher fire can put off? So then, as from today, anytime you see a fire extinguisher red, know that this fire extinguisher red can put off a fire with wood, paper, clothes, you name them. Is that clear? Move. Dry powder. Dry powder is multi-purpose. It can put off many fires. It can put off water. What water can put off? The dry powder can put it off. That is ABC. That is petrol. The dry powder can put off petrol also. It can put off butane gases. So it is multi-purpose. This is why all over, anywhere you go, you see dry powders. Most of the companies or institutions or hotels or wherever you see dry powder in their areas. So dry powder is multiple. It can put off many fires like petrol, diesel, gas oil, name them. Foam also can put off petrol fires, that is class B, which is very, very effective. Because foam has three things. Foam itself, air, and then water. It has three things: foam, air, and water. You have foam concentration, water, and then air. The water cool down the heat. The foam cover as a bubble that deprives oxygen or air not to come in, and then the air, smoother. Yes, so it play a very important role. Okay, yes, CO2, that is carbon dioxide. It is exactly like this, and is the only one that has no pipe. It does not have a pipe like this among all the fire extinguishers. For him, it has a horn, a trumpet horn. So when using this CO2, it makes a big noise. So don't be afraid. That is its nature of working, because the air coming out, that's what makes that sound. So when you are using this, know that that sound must exist. Okay? It will make that big sound. So it is the only one that has a horn and no gauge. No gauge. It has no gauge, but the rest has a gauge. Okay? Wet chemical, as I said, we normally have them in our kitchen, that is at the hotel. We use it, oil, cooking oil like fats, blanket. I think this one also is very important. Or you either take the cooking pot opener, you just close the oil again, it go off. Or you take the blanket, as we said, and this is how it goes. If you are using it, what we are saying, this is how you are going to cover it on top of the fire. Good. So this is the pie chart of all what we are saying, with the fire extinguishers, red, cream or yellow, blue, then you have black. What they can put off will mark correct. What they cannot put off will mark wrong. Only water can put off wood, paper and clothes. But water cannot put on liquids, they cannot put on gases. You apply water on gases, you have a problem. You apply water on liquids, you will have a problem. You apply water on electricity, you will be electrocuted. You will be electrocuted seriously. Water cannot go with electricity. Dry powder can put off everything. Okay? So CO2 is only, it can put off this, and that, but the rest it cannot. Okay? So that is it. Next, let me see. Good. Now we come to the demonstration. Now before you use the fire extinguisher, you need to know the parts of the fire extinguishers. Okay? Like the soldier man, his AK-47, you need to know the AK-47 very well in order to fight his or her enemy. So it's the same thing applies to you. You need to know the fire extinguisher before you put out fire. Now, first thing, the parts here, where I'm holding under here is called the handle. This handle will help you to carry the extinguisher anywhere you want it to be. See, I first hold the handle down. The one on top is called the lever or the strider, the lever. The one on top is the lever. Okay? Once you press this one, the things will come out. But as of now, it is locked. Okay? So this one is the key. Once I remove the key, okay, I have already removed it. If I press, things will come out. Okay? This is called the pin or the key. This is the key that locks the lever. Cool. Okay? This is the hose or the pipe. This is the pipe. This is the nozzle. You can have it there. Yeah, I'm not seeing there. I know, don't mind. I know everything. This is the nozzle. Okay? Okay? This is the gauge. Okay? And in the gauge, there is an arrow. And that arrow will indicate in a specific color. When the arrow indicates the green color, is telling you that the fire extinguisher is good. But when the arrow is falling down, you looking at here in your left hand side, not my left, but your left, to me is my right. Okay? When the arrow falls to the left hand side, meaning the fire extinguisher is empty, it's not good. When the arrow is going beyond the green to your right hand side, meaning it's overcharged, it's good. This fire extinguisher, you never test them. You never test. Once you use them, that is the end of it. It's finished. You either go and refill them again. But to say, let me go to the market and say, let me test whether it's good or not, you just remove and test. It's finished. If you want to know whether it's good, you go into the market to buy and know whether it's good, just look at the arrow at the gate. When the arrow is pointing the green color, know that it's very good. If it goes beyond the green color to your right hand side, it's still good. But whenever you see the arrow is falling down to the zero at the left, that fire extinguisher is not good at all. So you going around, anytime you see your fire extinguisher, you look at the gate, even here around, you look at the gate that the gate has fallen or the arrow has fallen to the left, put it down. Report it to the guy in charge, either the manager or the authority. Tell them that this fire extinguisher is not good. Why? Because the arrow is down. Let nobody fool you on that ask for today. Tell them to put it down and go and recharge it again. Now, demonstration. You can move. How to demonstrate or how to operate the fire extinguisher. Let's assume this is the fire extinguisher. Oh, this is a fire. Okay? This is the fire. Pick the fire extinguisher, pick it from your hand, whether left hand or right hand, anywhere. Hold it where the handle, where I hold it, the handle. Huh? This is the fire. Look at the wind direction. First, look at the wind direction. Don't against the wind, but follow the wind. If the wind is going this way, you stand here. As the wind rotates, you also rotate. The wind go the other way around, you go the other way around. But if you against the wind is coming this way, you stand here, you will be affected. You will be affected by your eyes, by your nose, because this is powder. It will come in, you will inhale it, it will affect your eyes. So please, let's follow the wind direction so that when you apply it, it will go. Okay? Then from there, you and the fire, at least judge it by yourself. Let it be at least 1 meter from here and here. The fire is here, I am standing here, only 1 meter. Then what next? You have to look at your wind direction, remove the safety cut it off, and then take out the safety pin. You either put it in your pocket because we need this one again. Don't throw it anywhere it cannot be seen, or you place it somewhere else. That is it. Okay? Then hold the hose reel firmly. Where? At the tip. Not here, because if you hold it here, it will be dangling. Do like this, and when things come out, it will knock you somewhere else. So hold it here, control it, not the one controlling you. It is not controlling, you are the one controlling. So hold it here, at the tip firmly, not like this. So hold it. If you are fighting with somebody, you have to stand strong, stand firm. You cannot stand anyhow. Stand firm and hold it. Then what? Press the one on top. If I press the one on top, everybody here will run away because so many things will come out. So you press it, you squeeze and sweep. So these are the procedure. Hold, look for the wind direction, carry it to your satisfactory point, pull off the safety cut, remove the pin, that is it, remove the pin, hold the hose reel firmly, where at the tip, then aim at the base. You are fighting the fire, where the fire is coming from. That's what you are going to aim. That's where you are going to aim, not the smoke, but the fire. Okay? Then you squeeze and sweep. Can someone demonstrate? Come on, demonstrate what I told you. What I said in that podcast. Yes. Let me go over here. That's what we are going. This is the way we are going to do the fire when we light the fire.
I take it from the wall.
Yes.
Normally, this one will be
Exactly. Excellent.
I come up to this, up to I stand.
Yes.
Now, take the pipe out
Yes.
and take the
Pin out.
the trimmer.
Yes.
The soldier.
Yeah.
I come up to the direction.
Yes.
Stand firmly, like
Yes.
maybe 1 meter.
Yes.
Stand firmly, and I start to
Apply.
apply it.
Very good. By then, where is the wind coming from?
Yes, I have to look at the direction. Also.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Ladies, this time, you come.
I'm gonna learn from you.
Yes.
And I will check the wind direction.
Yes.
Yes. I
Yes.
will check where the wind is coming from.
Yes. Then assume you remove.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't remove just you assume that.
Remove,
Yes.
yes.
Otherwise you will yes.
Then I will put it here,
Yes.
like this.
Yes. Where you came in
Yes, yeah.
at the fire, you came at the base of the fire. You are not putting it on top of where the fire is coming from. That's why you are going to
Yes.
and press. Good.
Good job.
You start where is it? You look for the wind direction. Go nearer at least with your satisfactory point. Then you remove the pin.
Like this. First, we have to look at the gauge first.
Okay, fine.
Starting at the gauge.
Yeah,
The gauge is good.
yeah.
Hold it first.
Hold it first, okay.
Okay. Come closer.
Come closer.
Then stand back. Remove the pin.
Did you tell me the wind direction? Where is the wind going?
The wind is going this side.
Good.
Towards me.
Uh-huh.
Then I can remove the pin.
Yes,
After removing the pin,
yes,
aim at
very
the base
good.
of the fire.
Yes.
Then start
Yes.
pressing.
Very good. Thank you. Excellent. That is it. Have you, I think you've experienced this, right? I know. The way you are saying. Yes.
Trying to find the fire direction.
Yes.
From there, just remove the pin,
Yes.
pick up the pin, then
Press it.
and find the fire direction where the fire
Yes.
is pointing.
Yes.
Then from there, I start.
Press. That's very good. Thank you so much. Yes, take it from where it is. Now go to the scene of fire. Remove the pin. Okay, don't press up. It's careful before you press it. Okay, you look for the wind direction. Huh? The wind is going this way. You stand here. Good. Good. Thank you. Madam? Yes.
Fire extinguisher.
Yes. Is that yet?
Yeah. I look at the gauge.
Okay. It's good.
Okay.
Then,
Find the direction of the wind, and I make sure I am not facing it.
okay.
I pull out the pin,
Yes. Good.
lift it towards
Yeah.
towards the direction of the fire.
Fire, yes.
Spray it, hold
Yeah.
it firmly.
Very good. And then, yeah, sweet. You are
It is done.
Thank you. Good, good, good. That's excellent. So this is it. What we're gonna do during the practical, we light the fire. If you do it correct, you know. If you do it wrong, what will bounce back to you? You know that definitely it is wrong. So that is it. This is the end of the program, gentlemen, and this is the basic things that you need to know. We are saying thank you very much, and for keeping you so long here. I know it's not easy to keep people so long, sitting down for so long.
Can I add something? I forgot to say, during the thing, it's very important that we realize which fire extinguisher we reach for. Because you remember you said there's certain types of fire extinguishers we need to get.
Yes.
So if it's a grease fire, I can't, get the one of the wrong ones. So
I post back that question.
I forgot about that.
You're using the multi. Which one is the multi-purpose?
The multi.
Which one? If you.
That me, I forgot.
Which one is it? You forgot. Okay, who can help? No, we're gonna use the multi-purpose one.
Which is what color?
Huh?
What color is it? Dry powder. Okay,
Dry
yes.
powder.
Which is the blue one, I
It's
think.
the multi-purpose.
Okay.
Multi. It's the one that can put off all of the fire
Mm.
items. They are always hung where the risk is associated. Wherever risk is associated is where that fire extinguisher is being put. Generators, there are specific fire extinguisher being attached there. Offices, kitchen, there are specific fire extinguisher attached there. Yes. So if fire exists at that particular area, don't waste no time, get rid of that fire extinguisher and go off that fire. Even a small spark, don't wait for the fire to come out. Once you have pop, and know that next minute is gonna be fire, take it out. So that is it. Yes.
Sometimes fire service are called
Yes.
at a particular place. For instance, when they went there
Yes.
to try to fight this fire, like one vehicle go and they cannot handle it, how soon do you think the backup team will be around? Backup team.
Yeah.
How soon?
Yes. Now, whenever we are called upon to a fire at a particular station, like Kotu is being called for a particular fire, maybe at Manjai or Palma there. Before we take off from that station, the officer in charge will call back out and inform back out that we are going to a scene of fire at Palma, so be at a standby. In case we have finished with water or in case the fire overcomes us, we will be used as a backup. So then backup will stand by now and get me. So automatically when the officer been there and find out that the situation now is going out of control on their own area, now he will call backup again to come, depend on the traffic congestion or whatever.
It's a common belief also fire service or they can't make any fire.
Sorry?
It's a common belief that fire service or they can't make fire. When the fire finishes everything, that's that what they do.
I'm not getting. You said?
I said it's a common belief.
Yes.
To us.
Yes.
That fire service they cannot fight any fire to overcome that fire until the fire finishes the whole house. The whole house.
No, not that it's our wish or whatever to wait until the fire finishes that house, but also we are there to do our best, but also responsible of the ownership. Okay, to have the knowledge and the skill like you have today, and also to do something before we arrive. Yes, but you cannot wait until things go out of hand. You want to call us before we arrive. Things will we only go more out of hand. Definitely, but our ways of operation, that is our way, and we will not do anything unless we are safe first. Even though we met you there, we will not jump like that and put up the fire. No, we have to do our strategic measures, our ways of things that we have to operate and position ourselves in order. No matter what time it will take, that is our way and safety of our people. But for you, what you see is we just come a blink of eyes and then we jump in and then put out that fire. It's practically impossible.
Sorry to cut it, guys, but now to refer back to this video again of the kind of wildfire that happened at the restaurant, I kind of have a change of opinion of why these people were walking so slow, the firemen. Is because, they have to study the fire first. They can't just jump head first into the fire with water and all that. They have to see what exactly is causing the fire, what is the direction of the fire, and all of that. So definitely I can say this class made me look at a lot of things differently and understand why things are the way they are and why, certain people might handle things differently when it comes to like these sort of fires. So yeah, just wanted to add that part in there.
For our safety, life is very important, and life is more important than any other thing. So we always consider that. That is it. And having been, if you are looking at European people, the way they operate, you say even for us we are not. For them, before they take off from the stations, look at the films and whatever. Look at them. They literally see the fire in fact. They first do what? Belt, reflector belt. They first do that. They don't mind make sure let the whole house get on, but they make sure what they're supposed to do. They will belt all that area so that other people will not, the public will not go in. The public should not interfere with their work. Never. But here, you see public interfering with our work, taking our materials, thinking that what we are doing is little to them, or we are not doing no effort. You see them pulling, doing whatever. We don't need it. We have our personal protective equipment and we are well trained professionally. So you are not protected, you don't have your helmet, you don't have your jacket, you don't have your breathing apparatus, you say you are helping us, want to join, fine, it's your own risk. Yes, but you don't need it. Leave us to do our work professionally.
You have calls which are like, sometimes they'll call it, they say fire, after when you go, you don't find any fire, do you?
That is false call. That's called false call. Before we are having that, but now it's not happening. Because before we are not having some kind of telephones that trace your number or trace you out. But now we have those telephones that anytime you call, it's a false number, we'll get rid of that number and we'll hold it. But now that is out, definitely. We are not having false call now. But before you see people, fire service, yes, there is fire. Yes, we are at court. We come to court, you see the guy calling, we'll be sitting looking at you. Look at them. Ah, these foolish people. You see, he's laughing. But he's enjoying the sound of the were, you see, we are saying we were around. You see, he's sitting laughing, enjoying. Look at them, these foolish. We are your brothers and sisters, your uncle, your fathers. You call us, and that resources we are wasting is your own resources. And you are paying us, we don't mind. You are paying back to that fuel we wasted and whatever. So you just sit down and say, hey, look at the foolish people. Look at them, they are laughing. No problem. But now it's out, get rid of it. Anytime you call up, your number will be seen. If it is false call, we will get rid of that number and find it out until we get our evidence and we do what we're supposed to do.
For example,
yes.
Like, you know, in this country right now, most of the houses are line house. So if, like, you are living in a line house that is having 4 apartments or 4 rooms attached together, one catches fire.
Yes.
Before the fire service comes, people will try to help the owner of that house.
Yes.
So some of them will come trying to go in with their bucket of water and everything to bring down to stop the fire.
Yes.
And some will go up and try to remove the corrugate. And I'm thinking if you remove the corrugate, the fire will have more power because it's going to have a breeding ground.
This is it.
Whereas many people are thinking about
They don't know that. You know what they want, what they think is they think they are helping, but some are not helping. They are causing more harm than more danger than good. You know? You see somebody climbing on top of the roof taking out, meaning it's ventilating. We want even for you to trap the fire within so that no air will come in to make the fire more. Because once you create a ventilation, you are making fire to travel from one place to another. So for that we are not allowing. This is why I say when we have encountered a lot. When this thing happens, you see the general public, what they are doing is totally not safe. And they are not protecting themselves in nothing. For us, we are protected. We are not saying that cloth will not burn them, but 100% before it gets burned. 100%. It takes time before it gets burned. Any other?
Come on, and sometimes, addition to what these people are trying to say,
yes.
You know, sometimes you go for a scene, and people, they don't want to understand.
Yes.
Because when you came, they said fire service, they came late, they start to fight you. Yes. And it doesn't tell well. When they came, you have to respect them,
Definitely.
no matter how it is. Look, the way they came.
Yes.
They would just come to help you.
Very good.
But sometimes when you arrive with your vehicle, they start to stone you.
Stone you.
Because of they ring you, you don't want to come.
They say you are
No,
late
it's
to
not
come.
like that.
You come and meet the house is getting good, no need for you to come. They start stoning, they start breaking our. My friend, I mean, the course, we are not. But we want our people to save first before you. So we want you to help and assist. Give us to do our work, give us our due. We are your brothers and sisters. And at the same time, it's because of only this. But after this, we'll come back to you and be in the same area. So it's just because of this that separate us. But when I remove this today and be in the street, you don't think that I am this. We will be the same person. So they have to think all those things.
But that was nice though. I felt like I was in school again. Class in session. Fakeba was making me laugh.
Cut this one, you remove the key. This one, if it already have a thread that hold the key, you remove it and you go forward and then press.
Okay.
Alright?
The wind is going this way.
Come this way. Go a bit. Go. Nothing will happen. No, go.
Go there.
Go there. Keep on
Go
going.
there. Go.
Ricky, you have to go. I can press. It's not a stop. You see? It's very simple.
She was scared.
Back or straight.
Go.
No, it's all right. Stand now. Press. No. Press it down.
Not
Down.
I told you this. You are wasting this one.
It's okay. Thank you very much. It's fine.
You are wasting.
Point it down. See where you come. Oh Lord.
They want to rescue us.
You're going to enter here.
Put it down. You have to put it down.
Oh my. If you do it like this, it will go. But here.
They about to.
Here.
Down, yeah.
Here, down. But when you do this, it will go there.
Who's next? Fakeba?
1 meter above.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, good.
Good job.
Yes. Yes. Otherwise, if you don't point it there, you will waste your resource.
Stink. You're wasting it. Now the wind is coming here. The wind.
All of them are for
Isn't the wind coming this way?
Yeah. That's what you guys forget.
Yes.
You keep.
You came close.
Everybody have just go. Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Apply.
Go.
We save
Just
you.
press it.
Yes.
Press it again.
Like just powder.
Yes. Just keep on. Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's like yellow.
Now look at the and now where it is now. It has gone down now. Yeah. Especially it was here, but now it's gone down.
Yeah.
Almost finished.
Good job, everyone. Now I know how to use a fire extinguisher. High five. Yes. Good. That was good. I did it. Well, that concludes the ending of this video, guys. I really hope you learned something new with this video. This is probably one of my longest videos ever, but honestly, I wanted to record it and make sure that I post it on my channel because I really do think this is vital information that everyone, not even just people in Gambia, should know, but overall, because there were some things that I found out that I didn't even know, and I'm so happy that I attended this training. So yeah, make sure you pass this on to someone else who could use this information. Share with a friend. It's really important information to know, and it could really save not only your life but someone else's life. And yeah, so make sure you share this video, guys, and be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. like this video, comment your thoughts, and yeah, if you watch all the way to the end, honestly, thank you so much. I really appreciate it so much, and you're a real one. If you watched the full hour of this, like, wow. But yeah, I'll see you guys all in my next video. Until then, much love. Peace. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, support the local fire team. They're doing an amazing job. Keep it up, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust?